Shape Sender Deluxe. Shape Sender Deluxe is a game about solving physics puzzles, getting things from A to B with your new best friend Sandy, who teaches you how to play and gives you challenges and gives you all sorts of fun stuff. But then Sandy starts acting a bit weird, and the puzzles seem a little bit off, and it's about your journey into finding out how that's happening, why that's happening, and solving fun puzzles along the way. Originally, it was just the puzzle aspect of the game. Sandy wasn't around, Sandy wasn't born yet, and the idea was just getting things from A to B, and it was inspired by games like The Incredible Machine, and takes iconography from all sorts of places, even like Super Mario Brothers and stuff like that. That was out there in the wild just for free, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to come back and make this game properly as a big, full narrative adventure game, and which is where Sandy came from. And that his inspiration was things like the beginner's guide or the developer's commentary in Valve games, but you can't turn the commentary off. It's just always on. Having a mascot character that is so inspired by things like Flippy and like early Windows and then rubber hose style cartoons and things like that has made the game really interesting and puts a spin on traditional puzzle games that I think is quite cool. He's gonna do a lot of fun stuff in the game. He's not just gonna be there and talk to you. He's definitely gonna do that, but he's also going to be challenging you, interrupting your games, giving you hints, giving you Steam achievements or whatever other fun things they can hook into. And I think from what I've seen when people have been playing it, they really relate or engage with Sandy in a fun way, and that anytime he'll make a claim about the feasibility of using a particular strategy, people are immediately like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try doing something else just because you're antagonizing me. That's exactly what I wanted out of it, is I wanted them to just really make the players think about the game they're playing a little bit more. The game's not just about your solving puzzles, it's also about the way you build your relationship with Sandy and which direction you decide to take that. If you're going to be antagonistic or friendly or whatever, and then just uncovering what your new friend is going on, his relationship to the game as well. And I think that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun to play with, and I'm looking forward to seeing people and how they react to the fun twists and turns the game has in store. So one of the cool things that we're doing with the game is that everything happens on the beat. And what's fun about that is that you're building your own solution. So not only are you building your own solution, you're building your own soundtrack to the game. So if you decide to use lots and lots of magnets, you'll have lots of these synths which depend on the positioning of the magnets. If you decide to use lots of springs, you're going to end up with a different soundtrack to the way someone else played the game. And so if you have a really chaotic solution with just lots and lots of stuff going on, then it's going to sound chaotic. But if you have a nice, elegant solution that's only using a couple of different things, you're going to have this real minimalist soundtrack. So it feels like you're building the music that is responding to the way that you want to play. There's a GIF recording thing, so you can just, when you complete a level, you just hit record GIF and it'll spit out a little looping GIF, because for the same reason that all of the music is synced up, it makes all of the GIF recording perfectly looped, which is really nice. And I think that is one of the cool parts about the game as well. So it's had an odd journey in that it started around COVID time, where I was wanting a project to just work on and put out for free and just experiment with all the different parts of game development I don't usually get to do. I have been in the games industry for maybe 7 years, maybe a bit more, and I started at Dinosaur Polo Club. It's a company that made Mini Metro, it made Mini Motorways, so I had a big involvement in making Mini Motorways, which was really exciting. And I started off as a programmer. I studied software engineering, and through working at Dinosaur Polo Club, there was lots of awesome opportunities for growth in the realm of design. And so I kind of ended up in this two-part multi-class role of being a technical designer, which means I'm doing a lot of programming, I'm doing a lot of design, and I'm doing all the fun stuff that happens when you mix those together. It was just like a little side project, and it was nominated for some awards, which was cool. But then I just put it down and left it for a while. But I always knew that it really had something and it could have been better. It didn't win any awards. That's where we are now. So we're bringing it back it's not just me and an artist, it's now me and an artist, a writer, and an audio person, and a lot of my cool friends who are doing cool parts of the game. And so we've picked it back up last year. We got funding to do that from the New Zealand government code, and it's been awesome. It's been fun to really bring it back and really make it into the game I believe it was meant to be. Highs have been definitely PAX Australia. Having so many people come play the game and relate to it has been really cool. Like you have to be confident in your own game, but it's very nice to have other people validate their confidence. And one of the awesome things, we've had a surprising number of kids come and play it and really enjoy it. And it's not really a market I'd thought about or like an audience I'd thought about. But yeah, we just had lots of kids coming by, some coming by multiple times to play it a second time. And I think that's really cool. It's cool to have a game that can engage people of any kind. We're still kind of early in the development. We have a lot of cool stuff that we're ready to show off. But one of the things we really want to push for in the coming months is setting up a Discord and having people really starting to build the community. The game is definitely built around having a community. We want to have like a level editor at launch, we want to have leaderboards for different things. So it's really important to me that we get those players that want to be part of the community and want to be making levels and want to be sharing their different solutions with different people. And so that's going to be a big push. I'm really looking forward to seeing dedicated people to play the game a little early and tell me what they think. Plans for a demo sometime next year for sure. That's on the cards, probably mid next year. Before that, we'll probably set up the Discord, like I was saying, and get a couple of just really dedicated players to start like making levels and giving feedback and testing early demo builds before it goes into the great wild world.
What is your go-to caffeinated beverage when working on the game?
I am a very prominent Earl Grey tea enjoyer. Earl Grey tea in a cast iron pot in your favorite mug. That's top tier game development fuel.